Hi, I'm Damian. I'm a bartender here at Liquid Kitty in West LA, California. And we're going to talk a little bit about the Margarita, which is one of the most famous old drinks around. It's very popular, served everywhere. There's a million stories floating around where it began. Most of them are around in the 20s, 30s in Mexico or Texas. There's stories of a zigfield foley dancer that it was created for by a Mexican bartender while she was in Tijuana. There's a story of a Mexican bartender who immigrated to Fort Worth, Texas and created it there. And you'll find a million stories. You can ask any bartender, they'll tell you a different story. But basically, around the 30s, 20s, 30s in Mexico, Texas is where it was developed. You'll also find there's a million variations of the margarita. You can get a banana margarita, a blended margarita, margarita on the rocks, margarita up in a martini glass, with salt, without salt. Today we're going to make a standard margarita. Most of the time when people come into the bar and order a margarita, they want it on the rocks with salt. Occasionally they want it blended, occasionally they want it up like a martini glass. But for the most part, I'm going to make you what we normally make. You can also get flavored ones, strawberry, banana, apricot, depending on where you are. Some bars will have a million different variations, but for today, just the standard one. So we'll start with a rocks glass. Fill it with ice. Your base is always going to be tequila. We'll just use the well today. Here at the Kitty, we pour them a little heavy. That's about 1.5 ounces, close to 2 ounces of tequila. We use a little triple sec, a little sweet and sour, maybe about 1/2 ounce of each. Then I just add a little dash of OJ and a little dash of lime juice. You're not always going to get that in every bar, but that's how I make it. And then I'll shake it up. And then I'll leave what's in the glass in the tin. I have my little dish of salt here. You can see the salt. And while the glass is still you can tell it's a little wet, I'll take my lime, rim the glass with a little lime juice, and then I'll just roll it in the salt. You see that comes up with a nice little round of salt there. If there's too much, you can just give the glass a shake and the salt will come off. And you'll leave enough there, but that's a pretty good amount for us. And then I'll take the drink that's in the tin, pour it into the glass so as not to disrupt the salts. And there's your traditional old school margarita. And we're going to talk a little bit about the Midori Sour today. The Midori Sour was developed in Japan, actually, because the Midori Corporation made a drink called Midori. It was Suntory Corporation made a liquor